Alright, Collision Chaos. I love the music in this level. And also, there's another new character, Amy Rose. She's supposed to be hugging me right now, but something about the game glitches out, and it does this in the mobile version as well. Ooh, I didn't notice this. Free shield. And you're probably like, why is Amy Rose here, and what importance does she have to the story? In this game, she's a Sonic fanboy, and that's pretty much it. And Metal Sonic does not appreciate the fact that Amy is a Sonic fanboy, and she's like, no, I want my own fan base. So he steals her. It is so dramatic, oh my god, what will I ever do? How about I just leave her sitting there? Also, in this game, if you lose your speed while attempting to do a time travel, you will untime travel, which means basically nothing will happen. Also, that is totally where the capsule would be, isn't it? Well, no, actually, because you can see the capsules, which is nice. The egg generators are visible in all time zones, but they're only destroyable in the past. Alright, where am I going? Also, I hit a spring afterwards. Let's see if that spring is still there. Spring is still here. Doom, doom, boom, 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 Bad Future, man. Bad Future music in this game is good. Also, that's the other very controversial thing about this game, is when they ported this to America and other English-speaking countries of the world, they may or may not have completely rewritten the entire soundtrack because they thought it was too Japanese. After this was like a testy time in the world when wars and stuff. And so you can imagine Japan wasn't really liked at the time, and so they were like, we'll change everything about this game. So there's a completely separate American soundtrack for the game, and you can still enable it. You can enable it in the settings to switch between the Japanese and the American soundtrack. But to be honest, I love the Japanese soundtrack. Oh, that was a score bonus thing as well. Oh, and this is the gimmick of the stage. I already have 67. I'm gonna collect this. Because I really need to get out of the future, man. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Also, I'm sure some of you have pieced it together now, that this is the origin of the super amazing Metal Sonic boss fight from Mania. Because everyone's always like, oh, it's the fight. Woo! Alright, look at that. Yes, that's the problem with this game, is you want to be very, very careful wherever you go, because these levels are so randomized that you won't know where you are until you get there. But, special stage number 3, and you want to go for this one first, because if you don't, he runs away, and then you never get him ever again. That's not true, but it's very hard to get him ever again, like that one there. Also, running in the edges, probably should explain the rules. Running in the fuzzy gray stuff is like, slows you down, like that. Touching the blue water or rainbow acid in other game parts is bad as all badness. You do not want to touch any of the blue stuff, because that greatly reduces the amount of time you have. You see, I had 41 seconds left. Each time you hit a time UFO, which I believe is white, it gives you more time. And it tells me up there how many rings I've got, which, the yellow ones give me 10 rings, and then the total UFOs left. And in order to win, you have to beat all the UFOs that have rings, or time bonuses. Well, not time bonuses, I guess. The speed shoes one. If there's any UFOs around that give you time bonuses left, and you get everyone but them, you don't have to worry about that. I'm rambling. I'm hopeless. Super speeds. Score bonus. It's the most useless score bonus in the game. Also, I like that I vanish. That's not just on you guys, unless it doesn't vanish. But for me, I vanish when I'm inside of that. And I don't know if that's intentional or broken. Oh, wow. Ooh, slicers. Yeah, that's right. Slicers are from this game. The fury that everyone had when they found out those were slicers. They're not quite as deadly, but they're still deadly. Now I'm going to the future again, I guess. Let's hope I don't make any regrets about this. Oh, passed immediately. That is very nice. Oh, and of course I fubbed it up. It's okay, this looks like it's pretty easy. Pow! Pow! Alright, I'm going to enjoy this. I really am. This game... I love this game. And if you're wondering why I was talking about the spin dash earlier, is because the spin dash was in a period of fluctuation. And in the original game, the spin dash was like the peel out, where you have to hold down the button to get the spin dash to work. So I had to do this, and then let go after a short amount of time, because the screen would not let you go until you had it fully charged, and nobody really liked that. So when Christian Whitehead ported it, he enabled a setting to change the spin dash. But the problem is when you go really fast, it moves the camera away from Sonic being the center. I really don't like that, so I just disable that and leave it the default. Well, it's not really the default, I guess, but you know what I mean. My default. How do I get out of here? I'm trapped! Oh, never mind. Also, you always want to roll into a ball because you can totally annihilate yourself if you're not careful in these. Ooh, I didn't even see that. Slicer! It's a good thing that they always throw their blades really early for no reason. Also, you'll notice they don't pop into the birdies and stuff like they always do. In this game, they pop into flowers because they can. I'm gonna want to grab this. Ooh, I have 99 rings? I can get a life soon if I'm careful enough. Oh, or not. I'm fine with not. I don't want to die with all these rings, you know. That would be disastrous, because there's probably not too many. Well, I say that, but each future, present, and past, there's 2 futures, by the way. They all have their own ring sets, so I could technically get all of the rings 3 times over in each stage. Come on! Also, my opinion is the speed boost is something you do not want to have on you. Ugh. Man, that was disastrous. I just took 2 penalties. Alright. 44 seconds left, 2 UFOs. Use UFO 1. Ah, dang it, the jump button didn't work. Oh, what? Oh, that's the other thing I don't like about this 3D setup. It's the only thing I don't like, is that sometimes you clip through things. In circumstances where it looks like you should have hit it, but you didn't. Eat shit. Eat shit. That was a time one as well. Oh, there's one left. Oh, here he is. Okay, so the black ones are time then, or the red, very dark red. But yeah, they add the time one every once in a while when you're running low. I didn't need it though. 3 out of 7, I believe. I believe this is the first game to have 7. I'm not confident on that. That's why I say I think. Boss time, I believe. Yep, boss time. Collision Chaos. I hate this boss. I really hate this boss. You saw him there for a second. This game is god-awful. They know how to make you hate your life. The boss is a pinball machine. And this isn't pinball machine like This isn't Pinball Machine like Casino Night from Sonic 2. This is Pinball Machine as in if you fail, you die. And he's constantly launching bombs at you. There are some people who can manage to nail this boss fight in a couple of seconds. I cannot do that. It takes me at least a full minute to do this boss, because you have very little control over what Sonic does. And what's nice is the bombs Eggman launches at you don't actually do damage, they just shove you around. And it really likes launching them when you get close. Also, if you haven't figured out, he's at the top. And the top is literally just past those flippers. Right here. Got him. And that's it. But yeah, this game has very interesting bosses, man. I don't know.